Hey everybody!
Hi everyone!
Mr. and Mrs. Traveler here.
ElleKosGlam.
Alright, today guys we're going to come to you with a quick informative video about some changes coming up to the travel industry.
Yes, it's very important.
Yes indeed, this has to do specifically with the airfare and it's called the Real ID.
Real ID, what is that?
Alright, so a number of years ago legislation was passed to help improve the air security. So this is a Department of Homeland Security initiative to help bolster the security for the airline industry.
Okay.
So beginning October the 1st, 2020, you have to have a little star on your ID which indicates that it is Real ID compliant.
A star like this? Ding!
Well, there are 5 stars actually.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We have the gold star.
Then we have the black star.
Then we have the star cut out in the gold circle.
And then we have the star cut out in the black circle.
And for you really extra special people, we have the star cut out in a grizzly bear. So these symbols on your ID indicate that your ID is Real ID compliant.
Yes.
It's just an extra level of enhancement for security for the airlines. This has nothing to do with the cruise lines at this point.
Okay, so this is only for airlines, nothing for cruise yet.
That's correct.
Got it.
However,
but
this is another opportunity for us to put our plug in for. It's always a good investment to get
a passport.
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we highly recommend a passport. A passport will substitute for one of these Real ID compliant IDs, and we'll run through the list of the other IDs that are also can be used in place of the Real ID compliance because of their background checks. Yeah. So anyway, we always recommend getting a passport because if you're going to be traveling, yearly, you're going to do at least 1 or 2 trips a year. It is so worth it.
Especially if you love to travel overseas or international.
Yeah. Well, you definitely need it. I mean, even if you're taking a cruise, I'm telling you, it's just so it's so much easier when you go to the airport, pull out your passport, and you go to the ship, pull out your passport. It's just it's very, very convenient. So we highly recommend them. It's great to have. If you should ever have to get off the cruise ship in one of the Caribbean ports, oftentimes it's difficult to fly home. Not impossible, but it becomes very difficult to fly home without a passport. But if you have your passport and something comes up where you need to leave immediately, you have your passport, no problems. No problems. Okay, so this is a plug for us telling you to get those passports.
Yes, cruise tip. Make sure you get a passport.
Alright, so we're going to run through a quick list of the other IDs that you can use instead of the star compliant ID, the Real ID. But again, the Real ID and that law takes into effect on October the 1st of this year. So it's coming up right around the corner.
So that's October 1st, 2020.
So IDs that you can use to fly. A passport.
A U.S. passport card.
A DHS Trusted Traveler Card.
A HSPD 12 PIV card.
U.S. Department of Defense ID, including IDs issued to dependents.
A DHS Designated Enhanced Driver's License.
A Permanent Resident Card.
A Canadian Provincial Driver's License or Indian and Northern Affairs Canada card.
A Border Crossing Card. A federally recognized tribal issued photo ID.
U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service Employment Authorization Card, a I-766.
A foreign government issued passport. A transportation worker identification credential. Or a U.S. merchant mariner credential.
Those are the significant IDs that you need, and they are sufficient to use.
Yes, indeed. Alright everybody, so that's it for today. We just wanted to bring you that new updated information. That October 1st deadline is coming quickly if you do not have a passport and you're using your ID to fly anywhere. That includes domestically. So if you're flying down to your cruise or flying to your resort, you need to have this. So again, that's the Real ID Act, and so you need to make sure that you have one of those stars on your ID or go get a passport.
Please comment below and let us know if you have any questions. This is going to be very confusing for some people, but it's an easy process. Just make sure you have the right ID. If you have any more questions about your flights, resorts, cruises, call us up. 877-697-4470, or we can be reached at www.mr-traveler.com. We'll be more than happy to take care of your concierge services for your international flights as well as your cruises.
Yeah, and that's a good point with the ID. So with your IDs, it's you get those at your how you normally get your driver's license or your photo ID. So whether it's a DMV, whether it's your local courthouse or your local community center, or however you get your driver's license, that's where you need to go get the real ID.
Life's short.
Have fun.
See the world.
See you guys.
Bye everyone.